Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, the decent, the honorable, the sometimes sitting here wondering what he's doing with his life, but still comes in to deliver decks to you daily. Dr. Yukon SuckIt. That's right. Yukon SuckIt. Tell your mama. So I am broadcasting to you from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck of my own creation. So the deal was that I decided I was going to put together another Smash deck. So what I decided to do is I took like the white cards from like the Boros Burn deck, and I took the black cards from some other ORZHOV deck. I forget which it was. And I smashed them together. And I found out that they kind of sucked. That deck sucked. And so I just started tweaking with it a bunch. And I tweaked it a lot. And eventually I kind of fell into the situation where I was just playing tons of removal. And I thought, well, I could kill stuff, but it's just not getting anywhere. So then I started putting in Dramatic Finale. And that's where everything kind of really came together, was with Dramatic Finale. And I had some other cards I thought worked with it pretty well too, but man, it's like you need to cover a lot of bases to make a deck work. This is the first version of an ORZHOV deck growing out of these other two decks that started getting a fairly decent win rate to it. So we're going to take it out into the video here. We're going to see how well it does. So let's take a look at the cards in it first, and then we'll take it out. At the low end, we've got Concealing Curtains. The big benefit about this guy is he only costs 1 to put out, because you're looking for cheap dudes to get out the more you got, because we got a lot of guys we got to sacrifice, unfortunately, coming up around here. So Concealing Curtains is cheap, and what's nice is that he becomes actually fairly decent by turn 3 if you get a steady mana curve there. And he also gives you the ability to look at your opponent's hand and remove a card that's a non-land card. So he is an incredibly good black single drop card with growth potential. We got a Shambling Ghast. It is so hard. She's in every single black deck, but for a reason. She is so good. 1 mana, you put it out. Basically, she's right there for you to sacrifice for any purposes. And whenever you do sacrifice her, or she dies for any reason, you get one of her 2 abilities. And so, once again, a great card to have in a deck where you're looking to kill cheap stuff. Deadly Dispute. I tried to stay away from Deadly Dispute. It is just overplayed, in my opinion. But once again, it's overplayed for a reason. It is really good. There were some times in this deck where I felt like I wasn't getting the card draw I needed. And so I put 2 of them in here just to get me towards there. Hopefully when you need cards, Deadly Dispute will be there for you. You could definitely put 4 in here. You have to find some place to take it away from. Because, you sacrifice a creature or an artifact, and you get to draw 2 cards and create a treasure token. So, theoretically, if she creates a treasure token, you can then sacrifice the token to the Deadly Dispute, and you'll get yet another treasure token and 2 cards. Lots of good stuff going on. The Tenacious Underdog is in here because you need somebody to sacrifice, and you can keep blitzing him from your graveyard continuously. And it's going to cost you 4 life each time, or I guess 4 mana and 2 life each time that you want to blitz from the graveyard. But still, it will keep your engine running. It's what this deck needs. The Meathook Massacre. So the Meathook Massacre it's really in here. I mean, you could do a board wipe in it, but it's in here to make things like Tenacious Underdog, where you're paying 2 life. It's going to mitigate that, because whenever a creature you control dies, your opponent loses 1 life. Whenever a creature's an opponent control dies, you gain a life. So therefore, with all of the killing that's going to happen, you're going to gain back some life from that, which will allow you to continue to pay for Tenacious Underdog. We got the Demon's Disciple. So when he comes into play, each player sacrifices a creature or a planeswalker. So this is, it's sacrifice, it's untargeted, but still, there's a lot of this going on in this game. And so that's what we're going to be doing, is we're going to be putting out little dudes, throwing this guy out, killing the little dude, and then keeping him on the board as a 3/1, which is pretty decent. He's going to get killed pretty quickly, but still that 3 points of damage is something they can't just let happen. So they're going to be putting their dudes in front of it. Hopefully they don't have big butts that are greater than 3. Gravelighter. So this is just like the Demon's Disciple, costs the same amount, but it's got flying and it's a 2/2. Now, the other weird thing about it is that if a creature, draw a card. If a creature has died this turn, then you draw a card and then nothing happens. You just put this creature out. But provided you get to it and nothing's died yet, this thing is a bomb that will force each player to sacrifice a creature. So that's what you got going on, helping you keep things control-y. But if you can make use of them, you got some creature action right afterwards, right? We only got one Agadeem's Awakening in here. I'd like to have more, but you got to fit things in where you can. What I like about this is that you can return creatures from your battlefield from the graveyard to the battlefield equal to the mana value. Now, the problem with that is like if I were to pick, let's just say pay 6 into it, I can do 3, 2, and 1, which means I can bring back a Demon's Disciple, a Tenacious Underdog, and a Concealing Curtain or something like that. So that means that when they all come back into play, then the Disciple can pop the Tenacious Underdog, and you'd still be keeping the Concealing Curtains, and somebody would have to sacrifice a creature. So anyways, just depending on how much you can pump into this thing, there's still a lot of action you can get out of bringing back a certain amount of creatures you got. And I'd like to do more of that, but I was having a hard time dialing in for what you need more, because we have a lot of creature killing here, and somehow this is the level that we needed to be at. Because after that, we've got 3 Depopulates, which destroys all creatures. Each person who controls a multicolored creature draws a card. You got one right there. So you might draw a card, but you're going to destroy all creatures. Hagra Mauling. So between the Hagra Mauling and the Agadeem's Awakening, you got 4 extra land in this deck. It makes things a lot better. But you can use it to destroy target creature. So great, right? If anything, if you feel like you have too many creature destructions, you could maybe put another Agadeem's in here and then choke back on this, so you got an even 2 and 2 split. I just found that I kind of needed that creature kill. Okay, Dramatic Finale. It's kind of what this deck is all supposed to be about. You get this card out, maybe 2 of them, maybe 3 of them. At which point then, anytime one of your card type creatures dies, you get a 2/1 white black inkling token. And each of your token creatures gets +1/+1. So this guy, if he died, would die, and you'd get 3 inklings if you had 3 of these cards out, and they would be 5 4s, 5/4 flying creatures. It's a fantastic situation. It's just that you kind of have to dial into it. I think we could do better, but right now this is the deck we've got, because we're not producing any other tokens with this deck. And I'll have to take a look around, see if we can do something with it. But right now, this is what we got. We got Liesa, the Forgotten Archangel. So Liesa is another thing that combos very well with the Dramatic Finale. Reason why is because it says, whenever another non-token creature you control dies, return the card to the owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. And if a creature an opponent control would die, they exile it instead. So great. Their stuff dies, and it just exiles when it dies. But your stuff doesn't go to the graveyard, it goes to your hand. So therefore, you sacrifice a Shambling Ghast, you get a bunch of Inklings, but the Ghast goes to your hand so that you can cast it, and then you could sacrifice it all again or something, because there'll probably be plenty of opportunity for that. So this is kind of the engine that keeps things moving, that keeps Dramatic Finale pumping out more of those Inkling tokens for you. Lastly, we got 2 Farewells in here. You got to wipe the board sometimes, and sometimes you got to wipe the board hard. The only thing this won't take care of is Planeswalkers. And let's see, does this deck have anything to do with Planeswalkers? Planeswalker. Yep, that's it. Even the Populate doesn't take out a Planeswalker. Yeah, we're a little shy when it comes to Planeswalkers on this. All we got is like aggressive damage towards them, but we can take out all the other creatures, hopefully. Yeah, this will take out artifacts, creatures, enchantments, and or graveyards, but it costs you 6 mana. In the mana category, we got 4 manlands of the flying and the grave killing varieties. We got some of the fast dual lands and some of the regular basic lands in here. Nothing in the sideboard. All right, so this is the deck. But here's hoping that it all comes together. We'll see how it works. All right, and we're playing against Double Lot 1. 3 mana, and I'll keep it. Kind of like the way that worked out. All right, let's go for the black so we can get a Concealing Curtains out. Don't look behind the curtain. Don't look. You will like what you see back there. All right, there's our 3 mana. Let's go look behind his curtain. Okay, bunch of stuff. Casual. Let's get rid of Wedding Announcement. I'll attack. There's a bunch of fish. I'll tell you what, Dramatic Finale. Go on in 3. You gonna block it? Because it can't block, right? No, they cannot be blocked. All right, let's see. How do we want to play this? Because they want to bring things back from the graveyard. So do we. Let's go ahead and Tenacious Underdog it. And we'll go in for our attack. Block it up. I don't care. I don't care. All right, I wish I had more black mana. And I got what I need, and that's what's important here. Let's take it all in. Keep up the pressure. Block, block, baby. All right, we got him down to 11. So eventually we can depopulate. Give ourselves a board full of Inklings. Wipe out dudes like that. No, I'll decline. So this is where we're going to lose ourselves an Inkling that we're going to create for ourselves, but still, it's a thing. Is untapped opponent may tap an untapped creature they control. They do this creature, whatever, decline. And I don't care, we're going in. You go ahead and block the Tenacious Underdog. It only triggers once each per turn, okay. Well, that's not cool. I thought it would be for each dude that died. And we win. And we're playing against Shadowalker. Ooh, it's Shadowalker. Because he's missing a W there in the middle. We'll keep what we got there. Shadowalker. Or do you not? Is it just Shadow without the W? There's some curtains that are going to be looked behind. All right, here is time for Tenacious Underdog. Laying out our board. Nice to get that finale here, but we don't seem to have one in our hand. You don't want me looking at your hand? Soul Ring, brother. Alright, let's pop it. Show me what you got. Oh, it doesn't get Dude's ability? Well, that just reeks. Thought at least got to do the whole discard thing. You can bring him back with Agadeem's Awakening. Not sure it's super important. 1 per turn, huh? Yeah, that's not me coughing. That's somebody else here in the tuberculosis ward. There we go. Demon's Disciple. See you later, Tenacious Underdog. Ooh, you're willing to come back. You're quite tenacious. I need to get that Meathook out there. I need to make use of all the deaths that are coming. Of course, I don't have a whole lot of deaths going on right now, do I? Oh, there's a death. All right, I will. 1, 2. Pay for nothing. You gonna counter it? I'd just let that go. Let it go. It doesn't mean anything to you. It's alright, baby. Just let it go. Perfect. It's just a strong win, that's all. There's a Shambling Ghast. Because of her scraggly white hair, I always think that she was somebody's grandmother at some point. Okay, here we go. That was odd. They just want me not to have another mana or something? And we win! I figured out he was missing his second W. We're playing against EastCoastControl. We all know that the West Coast is the best coast. Alright, we will keep it. Those depopulates will keep me safe and warm, able to sleep at night. Question is, should I throw out the Agadeem's Awakening on second turn? Ooh, nope, don't care. I'll attack. I just want to be able to get up to 4 mana, and I can. Of course, then I'll say, I need a second black mana super badly. Oop, it's an eye twitch. It's a battle between the two wussiest black creatures that are out there right now. Go get 'em. Shambling Ghast, we're all counting on you. Treasure! Alright, I'm going to try to power punch him with the Liesa, like, early. Of course, he'll be able to just strike it right out of the air, but, you know, you got to try to go after these things. Yeah, I got a second one. It's like a dream come true. Auto pay. Now, it's funny, if he had the ability to kill it, he would be moving much quicker. Yeah, no blocks. Have a good time. He's looking for him. He's looking for some creature kill. I mean, he's got 3 mana. Well, you know, if he's going to do it, now would be the time, right? Nope. You gonna go for it again? He's just going for a land at this point. That's exactly everything I wanted. Go get him, Liesa. Liesa. Alright, so remind me, I have that dragon available to be used. Lolth, huh? Not cool, man. What? Alright, let's be a super jerk. You ready to see this happen? 1, 2. No, 1. There we go. Auto pay. See you later, Lolth. Alright, we're still sitting here just treading water. He's going after the dragon. Not much I could do about that. See, another black mana would be really good in this situation. There you go. At the mouth of the sewer pipe, you realize it's massive enough that even a giant could walk through without stooping. That gives you an idea. Yeah, whatever, suckerfish. Alright, what do I got? I got 6 mana, which means I can bring back anything with a mana value of 3 or less. Alright, come on. B ran out. No! How many times do I have to put up with this crap? Alright, what have I got? I've got 1 Shambling Ghast. These guys are way too expensive for me to deal with. And so let's just be done. Okay, well, Depopulate's going to go over really well here in a second. I mean, I guess I could Shambling Ghast. It's just the most expensive way of trying to work around to get at some new cards here. Alright, looks like I got some more things to depopulate here. I'll have to be a wounded bird. Oh, I cannot do anything. I'm just a wounded bird. Yeah, I can take it. That's fine. Here it comes. You gonna punch me for 1, Sergio? Yet another mana. And depopulate. Alright, so lots of stuff just died. Which means I can put out Gravelighter without it killing or being killed. And I'll draw a card. And it's mana. At least it's manland, though. What are we looking at? I got 41, he's got 33. Got another Lolth. Yeah, that's not good. Alright, putting out the man land. We're going to go ahead and sacrifice this guy. Let's see what we get. Liesa. Alright. Is that what we want to do here? Okay, the nice thing about Liesa is the way she's able to take out both of those spiders. How many things we got to bring back over here yet? I've got a 3 and a 1. That's not bad. Should I go after what's in his hand? I think I probably do lots of things, actually. We saw, as I said, he's got nothing in his hand left. This would be a great time to depopulate. I wish I had that finale out so I can get those inklings. Alright, let's see. Wheel of Misfortune. Who are you going to give up? Doesn't really matter, does it? Activate the ability. Go after Lulf. I was him. The question is would I give it up or not? See, the guys I got are kind of badass to a certain extent. Okay, Liesa, do your thing. Bring them back to my hand. And he's going after Liesa, I'm sure of it. How much mana do I have at this point? 1, 2, plus 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, I can bring back a lot of things. Oh, except for he's going to use the Eye Tyrant on me to kill some graveyard action. That's not cool, man. Pass to attacker. Yep, disappointing. I can't block the man land. Pass to blockers. Can't kill that. Can kill one of those. I do have a Liesa in here. That's good. All right. That's just a 10 mana, right? So I don't need 3 plus 5 is 8. All right, so 8. 3, 4, 5. Guess there's a 5 button, right? So 5, 1. Might as well, right? All right, and let's go ahead and bring out curtains. And next. He's only got one card. He'll be drawing another. We're looking really good. He can't pop out the spiders at this point. Kill himself, I suppose. There you are. Welcome back, Shambling Ghast. He's down 25. Can't believe I'm looking at whether or not someone's going to get milled or not. You got enough mana for it, don't you? Yeah, there goes everybody. Well, hopefully we can bring some people back. Unfortunately, it's not Liesa. So I was thinking I'd go into Manland, but he's going to have to... There we go. Come on, bring my dudes back. There we go. Alright, so nobody's fighting. We're just going to go ahead and Manland up. I don't think he can block. He needs to have at least one more. Whatever, we'll get rid of another lull just in case he tries to bring him back. Where's the Inkling finales at this point, you know? We're gonna go see what he has in his hand. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're done with that thing. No, we're not doing that. Oh, there goes my Manland. Let's replace him with the black. He's going to go after the Revealing Eye. So I'll just have to kill him with the Shambling Ghast for 17 turns. I can't block it. Really, I got the Hagra Mauling, which is going to help out, but I need 4 mana with that. I'll be able to take it out next turn when he tries to pull this crap on me. Is that my other Liesa there? Yeah, look at that. He's been picking them off. Finally. Alright, so I need 4 mana. I could do it. I mean, I've got... Yeah, I could do it. Go in. He's not going to block. Alright, we're going to take out... Yep. Shambling Ghast. And create another treasure token. Resolve all. Get ourselves an Inkling. Where have you been out? Jeez. And we're done. All right, so he's got some man lands he can come out with, and we win! It's just the tenacity of this deck. Tenacity. All right, we're playing against Wyatt. 3 mana, that looks good. Let's keep it. It looks so generic at this point. All right, we'll Tenacious Underdog it. All attack. Some Boros colors showing there. And a dragon that just wants to stretch. All right, 3 mana. We will go for the attack. We'll see who he tries to kill. Nobody. We'll teach him what the price of an action is. All right, there we go. Demon's Disciple on the board. Nice, we got a farewell. Let's go ahead and put out another Tenacious Underdog. Go in for the double attack. As those two high-five each other all the way to the other side. Poke a dragon in the eye. It's awake. Eat that dragon right there. Eat it. That'd be so cool. All right, Wes, make a decision, my man. There you go. Yeah, okay. Auto pay. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. We need 6 for a nice farewell, if anything were to come about. A couple of Tenacious Underdogs that can be quite tenacious. All right, we got everything we need here. Shall we go in with the 4, waste a little bit of our life? Yeah, let's do it. You know, it's been a ballroom blitz, ballroom blitz. Auto pay. That's a good use for that. Another Demon's Disciple. Excellent, excellent. We'll be able to Tenacious Underdog. Let's put out something to block. He's got it. All right. Let's see. I can bring one of these guys back right now if I felt like it. And go on the attack. It'll just kill him. Let's Tenacious Underdog again. And we'll attack. He's got a block. It's not going to mean anything. Let's go ahead, put this guy out. Auto pay. Draw a card. Oh, wish I had that dramatic finale a long time ago. Make sure it's not some sort of trap. Good game. Yep, it was a trap. Woo! I'm glad I didn't be all jerky about it. Victory! Alright, so here we are with our aggressive ORZHOV Control deck. And I gotta say, this thing has turned out way better than I expected it to. This last iteration of it has been undefeated. Now, do I think it can be defeated? Absolutely it can. But it's done very, very well. Because what's nice about it is that it's got all of the creature removal, built into it, with like the Gravelighter and the Demon Disciple, but that there's a strong chance that you'll get to keep a creature after it. So you can use these as just creature removal. You just play them, your card's gone, and the other person's card's gone, and that's all there is to it. But if you play your cards right, pun not intended, you can actually have a creature when it's done, and that's card advantage, baby. So that that's one of those things you're always striving for in Magic cards is card advantage, just like tempo and accelerated mana ramp. Those kind of great things. So, what was the hero of this deck? The hero of this deck to me was Dramatic Finale, like I expected it to. I was always begging for it to come out. In fact, should I have 4? Yeah. It's just that it doesn't need to be 4. You only need 1 or 2 to make the game go very well. So if you're going to be playing with this little amount, you need more, the ability to go through your deck a little bit faster. And this deck isn't really doing it because we're not playing with a lot of Deadly Disputes. I'm just not willing to give up on everything else. Everything else seems to be exactly what we need to be able to keep the game going. You just need a lot of creature kill right now. So, yeah, Dramatic Finale is a great card. There's a lot of setup that goes into making sure that you can hold the board together. Who else was great? Tenacious Underdog. I got to say, I really hate this guy, mostly because of the art. I'm sorry, Zar Alfonso, but I am not a fan. If the art was different, I might super love this card. In this deck, it is a fantastic card because of the fact that it keeps dying, which Liesa might be just bringing back to your hand, or Dramatic Finale will turn it into an Inkling, and then you can just play it again for the blitz cost. Your Meathook Massacre will help to destroy your opponent, while the Tenacious Underdog is being sacrificed at the end of the turn. It's all great stuff to occur. Yeah, because even no matter what happens, you're going to get that extra card draw at the end of the turn if you blitz. Even if you sacrifice it to these two guys who are just waiting around the sacrifice thing. I'm always loving to have a Depopulate in my hand. It's a nice, cheap board wipe. With who am I thinking of now? Doomscar going away. Depopulate is, I believe, White's next hero for keeping things in line. Liesa did such a good job of working with Dramatic Finale. Even without it, your creatures die with all the sacrificing. It comes back to your hand. You can put it out again. Agadeem's Awakening. Luckily when I had enough mana to be able to play it for 8, I was able to bring back 3 creatures. Oh, that was so good. Lots of fun. So let's go ahead and rate this deck now. Based upon the play I've had, is it competitive? I gotta say, this version of it has solidly won 4 games in a row, right? So is it competitive? As far as I know, I'm going to say it has a good chance of winning. I'm going to say that it should do 50 odd to 60% win rate. Maybe it's 100. I don't know. I don't believe all decks can win all the time. This one just had a nice string of wins there at the end. Is it fun? Yes, it is a fun deck. It's super fun when Dramatic Finale comes out and you can hold it out. But there's a lot of other good things that go on. I always love playing with Demon's Disciple. I always think of him as being the bald guy, so I have a hard time because I don't remember his real name. And Gravelighter, I just want this card to be so good. But you gotta. There's a lot of learning that goes into Gravelighter because Demon's Disciple is pretty simple. You put him out, something dies, including himself possibly. This one, if you don't do the timing right, you just draw a card. and you might have been wanting to use them as a creature bomb. So you just got to learn to play with them a little bit better. But the rest of the cards are doing a fairly good job of support. So yeah, between Dramatic Finale and these cards and this one, you really got some good combo engine stuff going on there. So that was the fun. And lastly, is there a theme? Not really. I mean, it's Orzhov. It's, you know, got a little bit of that kind of action going on. This is really, it's a combo deck, not a theme deck. So when I'm going to rate this thing, I'm going to give it an A-, just because it's a little too early for me to say that it's super competitive, but its early win rates are really promising hope for the future. Put it together with the fun and the lack of themes, I'm giving an A- just because I lack faith in its ability to win consistently, but only time will tell. So if you end up playing this deck, I hope you have as much fun as I did. All right, that's all for now. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the underground secret headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, I want you to have a great day. In the words of my people, word to your mother. Bye.